Hi, my name is Noah Johnson, and I am proud to represent Colorado College and the men's soccer team in the SCAC Character and Community Program. Didn't even know that CC was a college in Colorado. Actually, I went to a soccer tournament, and Coach Scott was there, and he asked me to take a look at the school, and I learned that they have an incredible molecular biology program here, and also is an opportunity to play 4 years of soccer at a Division III level, which I think is awesome. One of the most interesting memories for me happened this year, and it actually occurred off the field. It was our senior day, and Scott had actually subbed off all of the seniors, and we were winning in that game. So to look up at the scoreboard, see that we were winning, and then look across the bench and see, some of my best friends and my teammates all next to me, that was one of the coolest moments I had. Growing up here and learning about Colorado College, community service is so important to me because in the greater Colorado Springs community, we are impacted by those without houses, and you can see people who are struggling. And so I think community service is really important because it can bring us together as Tigers and also to give back to those who are less fortunate than us. So some of the community service I've been able to perform here has actually revolved around pretty trips. So, one of the cool things about Colorado College is that every first year has to go on a pretty trip. And so the interesting thing about soccer is that we have to come about 2 weeks early to get our preseason in. So we always have student athlete pretty trips. And so I've been a captain of the team since my sophomore year. So I was able to lead the pretty trip both my junior and senior year. And on both of those pretty trips, we had really cool opportunities to do community service. I got to work with a Colorado College alum. His name is Steve over at Concrete Couch, and we were able to build a soccer field out there and move a bunch of lumber and stuff for him. And then I've also, this last summer, was able to go work up at some hot springs in Buena Vista. And that was really cool to be able to kind of build paths between different hot springs and help out another Colorado College alum. Starting Morgan's message was one of the most profound impacts to me at Colorado College. And one of the reasons why I wanted to start a program that was specifically talking about mental health with student athletes is that I struggle with it quite a bit myself, and I find it very difficult to be in a setting where you're competing with guys, competing for soccer games every week, battling for positions, battling for spots. And we're always taught that once you come to the field, just leave everything behind you and just you're a soccer player for 2 hours. And I found that it's impossible to leave some of that stuff behind. So I wanted to create a dedicated space to actually sit down and be able to address some of those issues that might be impacting you on the soccer field, even though it's a very personal, private issue. It's difficult, and for me as a man, it's very difficult to talk about my mental health with other people. So actually one of the cool things to see at Morgan's Message, I was our only male member for the last 2 years, and then this year we have now over 15 male members that are represented and come every meeting. So it's really cool to see that positive impact and see that change over the past 3 years. Actually last summer I worked as a lab research assistant with Dr. Daryl Killian, the chair of the molecular biology department. And he studies a model organism known as C. elegans, which is a microscopic flatworm. And my project was to classify and sort of better understand a gene known as MBL1, which is a protein that has a homologue in humans that's implicated in Alzheimer's disease. So we just wanted to get a better idea of what neurodegenerative phenotype that the knocking out of MBL1 was causing in these worms to see how we can better understand that later on in humans. I'm going to take the next year off of school. I'm applying to be a research technician at a larger institution, so something like CU Boulder, Anschutz, or Colorado State, something like that. And while I take that year to sort of build up my resume, I'm going to start applying for a graduate degree, a PhD degree in something in molecular biology, whether that is genetics, immunology, virology, I'm not quite sure yet.